a video here I wanted to make. Unfortunately, there seems to be this trend over, I don't know how long, but I've heard this rumor and this thing that people do. I don't really understand why. I don't understand the purpose because it's just one of those things that if you do it, you're really shortening the life of your transmission. Okay. Now, I've got an automatic transmission here in a late model GM vehicle. It's a 4L60 transmission. Granted, not one of their best efforts. However, not one of their worst. But in defense of the transmission, what you do need to be aware of is that proper vehicle care and maintenance can go a tremendously long way in extending the life of a vehicle. And really, in this day and age where vehicles cost as much as they do, I just don't understand why people don't do it more often. It's one of those things that people just completely disregard that really has me baffled. I just don't get it. If they'd rather take that money and apply it somewhere else. I mean, when you remodel your house, you're really proud of your house, or you spend tremendous amounts of money on your house, or maybe you have a fantastic wardrobe, your clothes are just, they're just killer, and you look absolutely stunning in your clothes. Or you spend a lot of money at the gym, working on your body. I mean, hey, that's all great and that's all well and good, but here's the problem. None of those things can get you anywhere. They can't take you anywhere. Now, granted, you work out at the gym, you'll be in better shape, and yeah, you could walk there. But, if you're walking 20 miles, it gets kind of inconvenient. So, enough rambling. Let's look at what's going on here. Okay, automatic transmission fluid pan. As you can see, you see all that dark, gritty, nasty looking stuff down in there? Yeah, let me get the light positioned up here so you can see a little bit better. Well, and turn the light on. There we go. Okay. As you can see, I have an orange glove, and as you can see, that's black as coal. Now, don't understand why this is. This is probably the factory transmission fluid. There's a long-standing rumor, reputation amongst people, don't change your transmission fluid because it kills your transmission. I mean, I go against that because that's crap. And why is it crap? I'll tell you. Because you have these things inside the transmission that are called clutch discs. As a matter of fact, I'll go get you one, and I'll let you see what I'm talking about. Here we go. There's one right here. Okay, now I don't, tell you what, let's get over here in a little bit better light so you can see a little bit better what I'm talking about. You see right here, yeah, you see there's like this clutch material, just like a clutch in a manual transmission, that wears out. Okay, that material gets in the fluid and contaminates the fluid. After time, and not only that, you also got heat cycles, you've got other contaminants like dirt, moisture, that sort of stuff that contaminates the fluid. You have all of that wear and tear on the fluid that basically shortens the life of the transmission. If it shortens the life of the fluid, then therefore it shortens the life of the transmission as well. I mean, I go against that. There is schedules that are established by the manufacturer to tell you your transmission fluid. It's usually in the owner's manual. If it's not in the owner's manual, or you don't have an owner's manual, or you've lost yours, which I'll cover that in another video. If you've lost yours, take the time to go online and just find out. Or call up your dealer. They can answer all of those questions for you. Of course, a lot of dealers are like, well, just bring it on in and we'll take care of it for you. Well, if you do it yourselfer and you want to do it yourself, which this is not a tremendously hard job to take the pan off and drop the pan and the filter. You see still some of the black fluid coming out of that. I mean, that is nasty. The problem is that surprisingly, this transmission was still working a little bit, and only still had the first two gears in it though. So, what I'm going to tell you is this: take the time, take the money. It's not that expensive to do. You know, we're talking maybe $50 tops for most automatic transmissions that are still serviceable. Change them out, because I can guarantee you, when your transmission fluid is nice and pretty and red, that's good. But when it's like that, no. Now, I know maybe your engine oil may look like that, and if it does, it's probably time to change that too. But when engine oil gets black, it's not quite as serious as when transmission fluid gets black. When transmission fluid gets black, it's serious. Now, if you're just buying a vehicle and you pull the dipstick on the transmission and it's brown, it's crying out for help. It's saying, hey, you've still got time. You can save me. Okay? So, do the smart thing. Help yourself out. Change out the transmission fluid often. 60, 70, 80,000 miles. Sometimes even, 100,000 miles. Change that stuff out. You'll be so much better off when you do, because let me tell you something. Transmission rebuilds aren't cheap. Transmissions aren't cheap. And that's what's it's really shocking to me. Vehicles are expensive endeavors. I mean, not only to build them and to purchase them, but, really to upkeep them is sometimes just pennies on the dollar almost. I mean, when you think about, transmission fluid and, filter kit and stuff like that, for a transmission like this, it's not that bad. I mean, yeah, sure, maybe you have it done by somebody and it's $100 and something bucks. I mean, everything includes like $100 and something bucks, but hey, I don't think that's all that bad, really. I mean, considering that a transmission is like $1,200-1,500. Me, I'll change my transmission fluid and filter. Thank you. I've had arguments with people about that. Don't understand why people don't want to change their transmission fluid. It just baffles me. It's baffling. So, you're just saving yourself a lot of time, trouble, and effort, and agony, and everything else. If you're not changing your transmission fluid, you better get started doing it, man. It's just a good practice to do. Good vehicle maintenance practices are key to making a vehicle last. I have 2 teenage daughters. They're both driving vehicles. I am always telling them stuff they need to be doing to keep their vehicle in good shape. Okay? So, just get out there, check your transmission fluid, see what it looks like. If it's pretty in red, great. If it's kind of a golden kind of color, yeah, you need to get on it like now. If it's brown, it's critical. Yeah, I'd say within the next few days you need to get on it. Yeah, if it's gold colored, I'd be getting a fluid and filter kit, and I'd be getting on it pretty soon. Okay, if yours is red and you've never changed it, and you've got like 60, 70, 100,000 miles on it, change it. Okay, like I said, owner's manual, dealership, online, you can find out all of this information that I've been talking about. Some people will say, no, don't never change it, but I'm going to argue with that. I mean, from what I've seen, every transmission we've been pulling out several of these. Fluid is black or brown or very dark brown, almost black. So, do yourself a huge favor. Just change it out, okay? You can avoid all of this, I mean, it's a simple process. It's not that complex. It doesn't involve resetting a computer and going through, hell and half of Georgia just to get something done. Do yourself a huge favor. Just change out your transmission fluid. Okay? All right. Thank you. God bless for watching. And thank you for watching. But God bless. God bless you all. And have a good day. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And I hope you do. If you got questions, comments, or requests of any sort, uh, just put them down there in the comment section down below. I'll be glad to answer anything you got. Okay? Thank you very much, and have a great day.